at siya na magkakwento sa panggigipit ng Marcos government at syempre ni Liza at ang kanyang ex-partner. Hi Sheena, so thank you at napaunlakan mo ko at finally nag-meet na tayo. Grabe, you know what, talagang from whistleblower na concern sa iyong case o sa nangyari sa'yo, and now we're here, we're together. So, kumusta ka naman dito sa Belgium?
Oh, it's been a very long journey, challenging journey for me. Being here in Belgium is a miracle. For me, this is my second life and my children's life. We are protected here in Belgium. We are quite okay, very well, and we are integrating. My children have integrated as well to the school. Kailangan ko magsalita ng Tagalog.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So, kasi dito sa Belgium, lahat ng mga tao, I mean, majority, lalo na sa Flemish area, the Dutch speaking, they all speak English and we communicate in English. But nag-aaral din ako ng Dutch. Mga anak ko, they speak very good in Dutch na, no? Which I'm very happy. It distracts them through their education.
So Sheena, today, gusto ko ikaw yung magkwento sa ating mga kababayan kung ano yung nangyari sa'yo. Dahil may mga pinakita ko, mga videos kung paano kayo gipitin ng gobyerno ng Pilipinas doon sa Turkey through that fabricated documents or crime. Tama ba? So, pwede mong ikwento sa ating mga kababayan, paano ba talaga nagsimula itong ginawa sa'yo ni Francis Chua, ang iyong former partner, at involved ang gobyerno, lalo na si Liza Marcos at ang Marcos administration?
Alam nyo, pardon me pag may ilang moments na medyo iyak pa din ako hanggang ngayon kasi of course no, gusto natin mag-move on, no, mag-move forward, mag-build ng new life again, pero minsan you are confronted of naaalala mo uli yung pangyayari. I think sa panahon ngayon I'm emotionally ready na, psychologically ready na din. Patuloy pa din ang ating laban, no? So, paano ba nagsimula ang lahat ng ito?
Yeah.
Yung ex-partner ko na si Francis Lloyd T. Chua, we've been together since 2009. Like any other relationship, may mga problema din sa relasyon. That's very private. Normally, we are very private persons, you know. Lagi ako logical and rational when it comes to, lalo na because I'm a mother of 4 children, pero hindi kami kasal ni Francis legally, okay? But we work together in one company. I work for him sa construction. I help him because I'm an auditor and syempre
sa company Francis
yes,
Lloyd
yeah.
Chua. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So, anyway, ako, personally, kaya ko naman i-set aside yung private issues namin ni Francis. Magampanan ko lang yung aking role as a mother, bilang ina, sa aking mga anak. Siyempre, as you can see, malaking kumpanya ang kay Francis. Malaki din at malawak din ang kanyang impluwensya sa sistema natin sa Pilipinas. Ayokong galawin yan. Quiet lang talaga ako because I don't want to endanger my life at yung mga anak ko. Pero winawarn ko na yan si Francis dati-rati pa na i-stop na namin itong gantong business. No?
When you say sa-stop na namin yung gantong business, ano bang business yon? Bakit kailangan i-stop if this is a legitimate business?
Well, sa sistema natin sa Pilipinas, may mga bribery talaga. Okay. Kahit para sa akin, kahit sino man nga ang maupo, kahit matino nga ang maupo, galing from the driver and security guard, talagang talamak yung ating bribery.
Yeah.
Ganun ang sistema sa atin. I always say that sistema. And tsaka, it's tayo ordinary citizen, no? Bilang Pilipino, honestly, wala tayong magawa. Okay?
Yeah.
No, kundi patuloy ang ating faith. Sana naman, no, na magkaroon tayo ng napaka strong
economy.
Yeah, economy at leader. Yeah. Sa totoo lang, if I have to be honest, at saka alam din ni Francis yan dati, during Duterte time, marami talagang takot, lalo na yung gumagawa ng mali. Yes.
So, ibig ko bang sabihin, so yung business ni Francis na kapart ka before, involved sa bribery, pag-bribe sa mga government officials and contractors, something like that?
Yes. Well, as I'm working to his company, nakikita namin ang sistema. Wala kaming choice, or si Francis, kundi gampanan ang sistema. Otherwise, hindi kami maka-receive ng projects, no? Or hindi siya makipag-deal. Ganun ang laro sa sistema. You really have to pay, or meron talagang mga certain commissions from any level of in the politics, in fact. Yes. So, for me, as ordinary citizen, natatakot ako. Okay? Natatakot ako kasi, ano ba ang laban ko? Hindi kaya ako tulad sa kanila. Bisaya ko, no? I try to speak Tagalog, no?
Yeah, I can speak Bisaya.
Yeah, okay. Oo. Kanang, adlok kaayo jud ko tanan. Giingnan na ako siya. Pero ingon siya na ako, we will stop na daw 2017.
Yung illegal business?
Sa construction. Kasi heavily dealing with the government projects. So, okay. But I told him, no, katong nagbulag na may, I remember 2016, I went to psychologist kay kanam. Gikulata man ko anak niya 2016. That was sinulog in January. Kanang ko anak si Francis, grabe ka siloso na siya kanang bisag unsa na lang, like ako magani na siyang gider nga ako pa nimo mag-hide kag somebody nga mag-follow jud na ako bisag asa kay ang answer pikat lang jud, no? Kaya wala jud kayo makuha sa ako. Okay, so anyway, so nahitabo ng 2016 panggigipit ni Francis sa ako, and my children was only 2, 3, 4 and 6 years old at that time. And then gamay pa kayo akong anak ato 2 years old pa jud. So I have to prioritize my children. And pero we try na ko work out ang among relasyon for 1 year, right? Kani private na niya. Yeah, 1 year 2016, but after the 1 year of therapy, na realize na ko nga dili ko responsible to change him, and na realize na ko na nga ang true love jud ay nako akong mga anak, and sa kang Francis di jud na nako siya ma-change. Wala niya gitupad ang iyang promise nga 2017 i-stop na namo ang business. Oo. So kanang kay hadlok baya ko kay yes, dagan na ba kay balita,
Yeah.
We are not legally married normally, di ko mahadlok, no, but still kay aga-work ko sa iyang company, no. And then I told him nga magbuwag na mi 2017 because okay, this is very private already. Nga kanang it's not right, it's not fair nga kanang dili na nako siya love.
Okay.
And then mag-continue gyapon na ang relationship, but he said to me, no, your love will come back. Nahadlok na sad ko. Nahadlok na sad ko kay basig makulatahan na sad ko, magsige ko og refuse.
Yeah.
So magsige ko pray, mag-hope nga maintang makakita na siya laing babae, oy nga ma-in love siya sa laing babae. And in fact, niabot pa gani ang point nga nitabang na gani ko og pangita og candidate for him. Oo, para maka-move on gani siya. Pero okay, we are adults. This is our decision. Being as a parent is another dimension of our role in our life as a parent and
Yeah.
as a partner, intimate partner, no? And even as a business person, you are also different. You you play a certain role. Yes, yeah, as a businesswoman, as a mother, as an intimate partner, and even as a child. Okay, but why? Ngano jung nahitabo man ni in 2022. At the beginning wala jud ko ka-gets nganong iya guning gibuhat tanan. And di jud ko ka-gets just for the sake of the kids nga iya ning buhaton. I'm not convinced to that. One, dili gud siya close sa akong mga anak or sa among anak. Kay wala man siya time sa mga bata. No, busy man kaayo siya sa business. Mo man na iyang priority. Which makasabot ko sa iya ha. Pero may lang na-delegate sa yaya. Me at the same time, ka-work ko sa iyang company, ga-build sad po ko og laing company, no? Na on the side para if mohunong na ang construction company, we continue on a private business nga wala na gani involved in the government.
Yeah.
Yes. Kaya mas para na peace of mind. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not hypocrites. I am aware, and then I mean, this exists. This kind of system exists in this world. Pero kay tungod kay ordinary citizen man ta, we silent ourselves. Yes. Karon, kung gigipit na ko nila in 2022, it was for me it was destined nga mabawaan nako ang truth nga ilang gibalak buhaton nako.
No 2022.
Oo. We were already in Istanbul. Okay. How we got to Istanbul.
Yeah, that's
yes.
my point. Yeah.
How we got to Istanbul. Well, at the beginning towards the end of 2019 and early 2020 before COVID, Francis has been telling me nga, well, I know already nga na siya death threats because he has to hire bodyguards and has to have to ride on a bulletproof cars. Yes. Okay. Ingon sila, anak pa sila nga kanang normal man na sa businessman. I was like, naamang gani uban nga senator diha nga in fact sila pa ang I think endanger ang life, no? Wala man gani na siya bodyguard o di man gani siya mag-ride o bulletproof car. Believe kaayo ko. Yeah. And then kanang suddenly ingon siya, Shina, we need to have another passport.
Sabi niya.
Oo, magkuha daw mig another citizenship and passport, it's a golden visa. We spoke already with di lang nako i-mention ang company in this live kung kinsa nga company nga among gika-istorya to help us for the golden visa.
Yeah.
So we but in my book I will mention it. Yeah. So we explore Australia, explore Canada, but it takes 5 years before we will get our passport. So that's not an option. We also explore Portugal, the same. It's 5 years. We explore Spain. It's 2 years. Kasi Philippines, there's an agreement between ang countries that are being colonized by Spanish. Like after a year, you can already apply for citizenship.
Yes. My question is, bakit kukuha kayo ng ibang citizenship? For what reason?
To escape.
Escape.
Yeah.
Kasama siya.
Yes.
Escape,
normally.
Or escape from the Philippines. Death threats.
Yeah.
So kasi marami siyang death threats.
Yes, marami siyang death threats gyud. Even ako makareceive man gani ko minsan. Pero but towards the end of 2019 saka pa na siya nagtug-an nako nga na then worse. So and we explored Cyprus.
Yeah.
Cyprus normally would be the perfect choice because 6 months lang you become a citizen, you have your passport already. But it's a huge amount of money. It's 1.5 million euros for an investment as a family package. Ang problema, kay dili siya appeal because we are not married. Only me and my 4
mga
kids.
bata lang, yeah. Yeah.
So ginapush na sad na niya, Shina, nganong di na lang man ta magminyo for the sake of the kids.
Okay.
And I said to him, no, 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 no. For me, kanang wala ko nagminyo because I wanted to marry nga to the man that I love, I truly love, because this is also a reflection I'd like to show to my kids. No, I call a man as my husband, or my children would respect that too. You know? But not necessarily it's Francis.
Okay.
Yeah. So okay, it will be very painful or hurtful for you, Francis, that I came now to public, and then when I came out to the media now. I'm so sorry. I wish we could have had this civil conversation before, but I tried. I did warn you in 2022 tung giipit ko ninyo maayo in Istanbul. And I really thought there in Istanbul mamatay na ko. Okay, but okay. Anyhow, so ingon siya nako, iya kong gi-threatened because my firstborn child is not his child. Yes. Okay, but ingon siya kanako, nganong dili nimo tawagan ang papa sa imuhang first child? And ko, what? I was like, why? Because, ngano? Tanang tao, including nang mga nag-death threat sa iya, thought that is his firstborn child. So, ako naman, how cruel could, my God, my son, okay, my son will not be fully protected. Kaya dili man niyang anak, no? And in the Chinese family, when you have an enemy, you know, the first child, the firstborn child is very crucial. Yeah. They will have it killed or threatened to kill, because in the Chinese community, the first child is important.
Yeah.
Yes, the firstborn child, especially a son. Yeah.
So bakit gusto niyang i-kontakin yung father niya?
It was just out kanang kuan, di-threaten ko niya, you know, para i-prove sa ako ba nga di ko worried for his three children, because the people thought that the my firstborn child is his. Yeah. But in fact, it's not. It's no longer a secret also to my children. I told them about this too. But okay, nganong sa Istanbul, nganong nahitabo na, nganong naadto mi sa Istanbul. Because of that, naningkamot ko, makakonect ko og projects in my field, no? O contract with a doctor, no? It's a Swiss doctor, no? Nga, hoping I could get a residency, because I do not have 1.5 million to invest for us to get the passports. And he is delaying it in a way, kay gusto siya nga magminyo mi para one package lang mi. Okay? But okay. Fast forward, finally, naabot mi sa Istanbul. It was not yet the plan for me to escape, no? Okay. I'm not ready, really. Did you go ready?
Pumunta ka sa Istanbul for what?
Normally, I have a meeting there. Yes,
business meeting.
Yeah, a business meeting. But because due to COVID, yeah, but we have to stay there. The online, the classes back then were still online. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not in a campus, so for me, it's practical that I would enroll them in a Turkish private school. And I told him also, and I think this is a nice baby step, you know, for us to get the a legal residency, you know, to keep safe my children. Okay, you don't want to invest anymore for the golden visa, because we have also a crisis financially at that time already. Okay, COVID pa yan, no? There's no enough money for funds. Okay, so I'm being creative. Okay, then makipag-contract ko as advisory board advisory here abroad in Dubai. Yeah. Karon, at that time in Dubai normally, no? Pero kay naipit naman ko sa Turkey, I could not do that anymore.
Okay, translate ko na lang palangga. Sorry ha, kasi dahil nga I'm not feeling well during that time, hindi ko na i-suggest kay Sheena na magtagalog siya. Preview po yan, pero sige, try kong sa inyo, i-translate yung mga ibang in Bisaya.
So, we fast forward, we got our residency at the beginning. I was scammed, yes, gi-issuean ko og fake residency, but we were not able to use it because I found out
Fake.
quick. Yes. So then I do it all the process from zero. I even include my son. Please write down first step. What's the first step? What are the requirements for applying for a residency? It's not easy. It's not easy. We got our residency after 6 months na. Yes,
Okay.
pero nag-apply ni. Okay. But
Yeah.
then,
The reason why gusto mo kumuha ng residency sa Turkey, kasi ayaw mo nang bumalik sa Pilipinas, tama?
yes, githreaten naman ko niya.
Okay. So, gusto ko lang to explain. So, nag-apply siya ng residency sa Turkey. Then, yung unang attempt, may lumoko na sa kanya, which is naikwento ko na dahil kaya siya umalis sa bansa dahil nga dun sa mga death threats sa kanyang pamilya, yung kanyang mga anak. Dahil nga si Francis Lloyd T. Chua, according to Sheena, ang kanyang negosyo na involved sa government transactions ay mayroong mga bribery, meaning illegal. Okay, yun yung content kanina na kinukwento niya na nangako si yung kanyang ex-partner na hanggang 2017 na lang na hindi na sila papasok sa ganong illegal business. Kung matatandaan nyo kanina, then hindi pa rin ginawa ni Francis ang pagbagong buhay. Parang ganon. So dahil siya ay worried, ito'y kwento to na rin sa akin ni Sheena, no? Dahil worried siya sa kanyang mga anak na lumalaki at di bodyguard, naka-bulletproof, wala silang peace of mind sa Pilipinas kasi para silang mga kriminal na hinahunting ng mga kalaban ni kanyang ex-partner dahil sa mga illegal activities. Later on, dun sa mga susunod na sasabihin niya, syempre babanggitin niya yung gobyerno ni Marcos Jr. But ganun pa man, I'm sorry kung Bisaya, English, kasi nahirapan talaga siya mag-Tagalog. Pero Google, mag-subtitle na lang kayo. Pero naintindihan nyo naman kasi mix eh. So para tuloy-tuloy yung video. Okay, pero huwag kayong mag-alala. Magla-live interview kami at I will try my best na mag-Tagalog siya para mas naintindihan natin. Okay? Go na tayo.
Tinraten ka niya.
Did you
Francis,
know? Did you know that I could deport you?
Sabi niya.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was November 2021 when he visited us. No, because
Dahil ayaw mo na siya makasama, tama?
yes, that's one. But number one is our safety.
Your safety.
Yeah, for my
Dahil
kids.
maraming death threats.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
from,
the main.
from the people na
Yeah.
ka-business dealing niya or
Yeah,
illegal
yes.
business dealing.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was not really transparent to me of all these things. What I know is the construction, yes, and the logistics, etc. But but anyway, later on in my book, I will I will mention it thoroughly later. But in Istanbul, when he threatened me that he could deport me, I was like, wow. I said to him like, wow. Don't tell me that you managed to deal with some local
In
people
Istanbul?
here in Istanbul, because how come I know him very good.
Uh-huh.
He always say that when money talk, everybody listen.
Yeah.
And
So, okay.
so now here comes February
Of 2022.
2022.
Okay.
February 2022, I discovered that he's been following us because we celebrated Chinese New Year in Dubai with my kids, all four of them. Yeah.
Okay.
And at that time also, when we celebrated Chinese New Year, we didn't have the physical resident card already, but we have our visas, because if you have an American visa, you can easily get an online visa of Turkey. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So when we get back from Dubai, and we saw, I could mention now the iPad. As parents, Francis and I, if we have old iPads or old gadgets, we give that to our kids. But on his side, he forgot to sign out his Apple ID. All the while, since COVID time, na online classes nila, my son has been using that iPad for the classes. I can imagine, I don't know why the nannies have not seen that content of the iPad. Me too, I don't know, because they've been playing of the
Feb
iPad.
2022. Okay.
Yeah. Feb 2022, that's how I discovered their plans.
Their plans.
Yeah.
Sino yung their?
Si Francis involving other how do I say, no, because they are not really politicians, but they are that has great influence in our system.
Mhm.
At that time, it was during campaign.
Campaign
Yeah,
period.
campaign period.
2022 national election. Okay.
And then when I discovered that, I warned Francis like there
When you
is
say you discovered what? Discovered messages?
yes messages,
Kani-kanino mga mensahe?
videos.
Kasi pinakita ko yung message ni Lisa Marcos. May nag-forward sa akin nun eh. And also, text messages. Video text messages. So, you are confirming now na yung mga ipinakita kong video and messages na si Lisa Marcos ay part ng evil plan ni Francis Lloyd T. Chua against you
Yeah.
at yung mga fabricated cases sa Pilipinas, right?
Yes. The thing is, it was so sad for me to discover the video because she's also a mother. She's also a woman. I don't know what Francis, okay, I can imagine Francis has a great influence over her because they have projects together. They have some dealings together. But the thing is, I'm a mother too, and I'm a woman. This is
Okay, i-hold lang natin yung video, yung iPad na sinasabi niya. Kung natatandaan ninyo, yung video ni Lisa Tanas noong 2023 na sinasabi niyang hindi daw siya nakikialam sa mga pagpoposisyon sa mga generals o sa AFP, naalala niyo yon. At ito yung pinarinig ko sa inyong audio lang ito para lang ma-recall nyo yung message ni Bianca Zobel, yung kanyang social secretary. Ito yun eh, pakinggan nyo muna to.
Liz, hi, sorry to bother you, but I just got a call from Thor and they're a bit concerned because they've gotten an order daw that the chief of ISAP is supposed to be changed by Tuesday, and there are people that are out to do some extraction.
Okay, there are people, sabi niya, already out to do some extraction, meaning kidnapping. Kasi pinahold muna, tignan mo, in the first place, itong si Zobel, yung kanyang social secretary, tsaka si Lisa Tanas, kung titignan nyo, anong kinalaman niya dito? Kung anong authority niya to do the extraction? Tuloy nyo.
If it's possible to just keep the ISAP as is daw para hindi magulo yung extraction kasi 2 weeks pa yata or something like that.
Okay. Kaya sinasabi yan, mga kababayan, kasama yan sa exhibit ko sa mga kaso ni Lisa Tanas. Pinresent ko to lahat, itong kaso ni Sheena. Kasi yung isang general doon, hindi pumayag sa illegal na pagdukot sa mga anak niya. Yan ang tema niyan. Pero pakinggan pa natin.
Like that. Or please call Thor. I might be saying the wrong things, but Thor needs some needs help from you. Thank you. Liz, hi. Sorry to...
Okay, tuloy natin.
the system. Yeah, the system has to, analyze this,
Yeah.
not just from one side. The thing is, she has a great influence that people working in the government would believe her. Yeah, and this has been used against me. So that means my voice won't be valid anymore because there is a powerful person who has been saying this, sorry,
It's okay
English
lang.
ka.
Yeah,
I could,
So
anyway.
even before ba si Francis at saka si Lisa Marcos magkakilala na may business dealing, even before mangyari sa iyo to?
Mga projects, yes.
Mga projects.
Yeah.
So,
Mga
alam mo.
favor.
So alam mo na even prior to 2022, magkakilala na si Lisa at saka si Francis.
Yeah. Oo. Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Mga contractors, kabalo ang mga contractors, they know this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, ano yung, just for the sake of our audience, although sinabi ko na to sa kanila, ano yung mga text messages na involved si Lisa Marcos at iba pa, kung maalala mo, kung ma-share mo?
The text messages, it's so, although it's no longer, well, I have shared this with confidence to the Protection Department. There is Belgium, because it's my only life insurance, it's my only leverage to survive. But what I can tell is katong video, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So video was, I have to confirm that the video is true. Indeed, it's from the iPad of Francis, sa yung Apple ID account, wherein akong mga bata gagamit.
Okay. Mga palangga, yung sinasabi niyang video, yung message ni Liza sa asawa ni Teddy Boy Locsin Jr. na si Marie Louise Barcelon. Actually, andito yan sa ating Facebook, sa ating TikTok, pero i-share ko na lang ulit sa Boljaka na sa TikTok. Marami naman sa iyo nakarinig. Kasi yung na-prepare ko lang dito sa ating StreamYard. Tignan ko lang kung merong extraction na. Liz, okay. Ang na-prepare ko lang kasi audio. Pero itong kasi yung unang nag-send sa akin na whistle na informante, that I don't know that person, audio lang yung nakuha niya. Pero ngayon, I mean, may video yon na ipakita ko na millions of viewers na yon. So ito yung sinasabi niyang video, ito yung pakikipag-usap ni Lisa Tanas sa asawa ni dating DFA Secretary Teddy Boy Locsin Jr. Here we go.
Hi, Louie. How are you? I'm here in Bacolod, campaigning for my hubby, look, with Marie Chris and a bunch of gay people. But anyway, the reason why I called you is I have a favor to ask you. We gave all the documents, not to Mila, but syempre iba pag tumawag ka. A good friend of ours, Francis Chua, basically has a problem in Istanbul, in Turkey, so he went to court. The judge issued an order in his favor. So now
Yung mga ano na yon, yung mga sinasabi niyang documents o yung kaso nito, fabricated lahat ni Lisa Tanas yun at saka ng ex-partner niya.
just having everything authenticated so that it can be served in the embassy in Istanbul.
It can be served. I-serve yung pag-kidnap sa kanila. Actually, 3 bata dapat yun eh. Pero intervene pa natin siya live, ayaw lang sumama ng isang bata. Okay, tuloy muna natin.
Right? So, Mila has all the documents. I won't bore you with the details, but if you could call Mila and just give it a little push. Everything's above board, don't worry. I'm very good at that. But, yeah, that's it. So, I hope to see you soon. Hi!
Okay, di ba? So, nakita niya yon. So, sino po ang fake news dito? Ito may confirmation na ngayon. Lumabas na si Distressed Mother. I think, dati ayaw pa niya lumabas dahil natatakot siya sa buhay niya dahil may nanghahantig din sa kanya. Ngayon, yun nga, February 14 po itong interview na to. So, hindi po, preview po ito. Tuloy na natin.
Video papunta sa wife ni Teddy Boy Locsin.
Yeah,
Junior
Louie,
DFA.
I have to, you know,
Hi, Louie,
ginahanapan ako mag-research. Research, kisa ni si Louie because I don't know her. I personally don't know her too. And I can imagine Francis, dili isa na close ni Francis sila. No, but only si Lisa close man ni Francis. So, kisugo niya si Lisa to do all these things, to expedite these things, whatever. And then I
To
figured,
extract you guys.
Yeah. And I did not know that she's a lawyer also, Nya, katong gi-research na ako siya. Well, dili man ko into politics, dili ko. So, mag-research ko unsay mga background ani nila, etc. So, gi-research na ako siya. Oy, nada siya law firm. And indeed, ang law firm niya is involved in this transactions. And sila po ang iyang law firm nagsigig contact sa DFA. Yeah? Sa
Si Lisa
Foreign
Marcos.
Affairs. So, iyang law firm. Katong,
M and Associates, I think.
Yeah, M and Associates. Yeah, M and Associates. Yeah, when I look it up, sabi ko, uy, si Lisa, iya dahil ng law firm, pero ang iyang mga tao, syempre naman siya mga staff, no? Mag-send og messages ani. So, ako muna, I thought si M and Associates, mo na law firm ni Francis, pero dili di ay, si Libarius di ay. But okay. Di-contact niya si Teddy Boy, si Louie, sugoon
yung wife.
Oo, pero wala siya ni contact directly kay Teddy Boy kasi si Louie nasa di ay influence sa
yung asawa.
Yeah, oo, sa yung asawa. But okay, which is normal, pero job man unta na, no? But okay. Anyhow, so ako, when I discovered na nangurog yun ko, kay hadlok jud ko, heavily intimidated yun ko, kay wala ba ako connection sa government. I can only hope nga tabangan ko nila as the ordinary Philippine citizen. So muna ni-reach out po ko sa embassy. Nag-issue sa pug ko o kanang sa ni Oy nga please protect me, please nag-write ko og email. Nag-write ko email ni Teddy Boy Locsin.
Okay.
Nag-write ko og email gisisi nako ang embassy consulate sa Istanbul. And wala man sila reply nako, gipadapa jud nako sa DHL to ensure nga madawat niya, okay, ang letter. So na-receive man proof, okay, attach nako sa akong mga documents. Pero wala gud sila reaction, no? Wala ni reply si Teddy Boy nako because I mentioned the name of Lisa, okay? Ang content sa email. Kato imo naman tong nakakita ko. Di-mention ako ang pangalan ni Lisa kay I'm hoping nga ang atong Foreign Affairs, atong agency will protect us.
Yeah.
Ang akong giingon ba nga kanang tabangan ko nila nga naay mga mga discrepancies and mga not normal activities or procedures, no? They're not following the normal procedures. They murag bypass nila ba ang system. Luckily ako, I'm not a lawyer, pero because of my case nakatuon jud ko sa mga law na to. Oo, syempre napo ko lawyer, no? Na and in fact at the beginning I'm not willing to hire a lawyer kay di ko ka-afford oy. I mean, no kanang I'm a mother, ni stop na baya og support po si Francis, no, para sa mga bata. It's his first reaction, you know, nga naman para magipit ko financially.